his floor is a really effective offensive player, whether he's shooting well or not, because his existence on the court makes the offense better. Like just him being out there makes the whole thing work, whether it's his passing, whether it's just his presence, the defense, the gravity he draws, all these things help his team. And again, this is going to make Brandon Miller better. This is going to make Con Kneppel better. We've talked about how it makes the role men better, the role player role men better. LaMelo Ball is just a special offensive player, and I echo your thoughts in terms of just like let them have reasonable health so we can at least see what the ceiling for this group is.
To your point, every single player on the Hornets, aside from their fives who are they're neutrally impacted in this way, every single other player on the Hornets is a significantly more effective, efficient player when LaMelo Ball is on the court than when he's not. And so I look at that like LaMelo Ball's personal efficiency is lower, but he is essentially trading his efficiency for the efficiency of every single other player on the court that he's with. So I don't care if his true shooting is 50% or whatever it is. If he is saying, well, I'm going to lose, 10% on my true shooting relative to these other stars, but I'm going to distribute that all around to all of my teammates, and even more so than all these other stars do. That is the difference. And that is why personal efficiency is an overrated stat when it comes to evaluating somebody like LaMelo Ball. And that's what people don't recognize. It would shock people to know, from an offensive impact standpoint, a guy who's getting MVP accolades in Jaylen Brown, and this guy is taking this ragtag group of Boston Celtics and taking them into, top of the Eastern Conference. LaMelo Ball has a higher offensive impact than Jaylen Brown does this season. Like, that doesn't compute to a lot of people, but you have to recognize how the game works. It's not about individual accolades and what you score and what you shoot from the mid-range. Jaylen Brown shooting 48% on the highest volume mid-range in the league, shooting almost 70% at the rim, highly efficient in all of these capacities, something like we've never seen from him before. LaMelo Ball shooting 57% at the rim, at 38% from the mid-range, somehow just as impactful offensively as Jaylen Brown, according to the best metrics that we have available to us. There are a lot of things that are happening that are hard to recognize and understand. LaMelo Ball, of the top 100 players in offensive impact, had, the last time I checked, the lowest efficiency of the top 100, and he's in the top 20. These are things that are really rare and uncommon when it comes to basketball and our understanding of how impact works. And that's just what makes it so compelling and so unique. And I think Hornets fans should really, really just appreciate what they have in this one of a kind player in the league. And it's just super fun to watch. And all I hope for is that they're able to stay healthy. That's all I hope for.